So, Salem, how many folks have been to Salem, just out of curiosity? Like, not on your 5th grade field trip, all right? Now, for some of you, put your hands down, right? So just to help with that cognitive map, we're a population of about 45,000, feels like it doubles during this month, and we have a land mass of 8 square miles, so we're fairly compact, and like many historic cities, we're challenged by roads that were laid out as cart paths, in the 17th century. We have no direct major highway access. We are, however, very fortunate to have excellent public transit, including the MBTA commuter rail station. We have 31 trains and 16 buses on a daily basis. It's a true intermodal station. It was recently updated with the capital budget from the state, so we actually now have a lobby for all the people who wait at the Salem commuter rail station, as well as full high platforms and a new parking garage. It's about a 40-minute commute into Salem. We also are very fortunate to have a ferry service, so you can get here by water, and the ferry takes you to Long Wharf. It's about a 45-minute ride. We've been able to work with the T to make sure the ferry service also accepted your monthly commuter rail pass from Zone 3. So a seamless operation of having options for many of our commuters. You might train in the morning and take the ferry back in the afternoon. We've got a great Friday afternoon ferry crew who regularly start their weekend early by taking the boat home, and it's definitely a great way to go. But notwithstanding these public transit offerings, we can be hard to get to. I like to say we're hard to get to, but worth it in Salem. But traffic and congestion for us are more than just a frustrating experience for commuters. As mayor of a gateway city, I know firsthand the broad consequences. Too little traffic isn't good for a downtown, but too much can certainly limit economic development opportunities and certainly impact our quality of life. The issue of traffic can be a major concern for residents and can also lead to a significant pushback on new growth. I know those of you in this room have never experienced a public meeting where everybody comes up against a project because it might impact traffic, right? Right. So new growth for us is obviously critical for maintaining a strong tax base, contributing to our housing needs, and frankly attracting new residents, as well as providing housing options for the residents who are living in Salem. We've worked recently on a housing demand study, and in the city of Salem, just with our existing population, we're going to need 2,000 new housing units over the next 15 to 20 years. I think the numbers for Boston are in the 50,000, 60,000 range. We're obviously not going to be able to tackle that issue without also working on traffic and congestion, especially when you're talking about a compact area like Salem. The other part of this equation for us in Salem is, as we see this growth, not only are we meeting housing needs, it's creating the density that we need to have shops and restaurants thrive, to have that natural new urbanism that exists within many of our gateway cities. We have that infrastructure built in, but we don't want to just have tourist shops and t-shirt places and witchy-kitschy. We want year-round retail, and to accommodate that and have that really thrive, we need to have density, make it easy for people to get back and forth, not be stuck in traffic to get downtown, but certainly be able to avail of a place that you can walk to or bike to in an easy fashion. It's also a key part of our Aging in Place initiative. It's really interesting to me that the same things that seem to be attracting millennials, vital, hip, historic downtown, are the same things that are attracting empty nesters, active seniors who don't want a big house with a yard, but want to be able to walk and enjoy our cultural amenities, be in a place that is active and alive. All of that really revolves around the issues that you're going to be talking about here today. How to get from one place to another as efficiently, as effectively as possible. And it's certainly something that takes up a lot of time from a planning and development perspective, but it takes a lot of thought to make sure we're doing it right. So what are we doing in Salem to try and address these issues? And definitely full disclosure, we haven't figured it out. But some of the ways I've described what we're doing: we're assessing our assets and our liabilities. We're designing and planning alternative modes of transportation or ways to improve the current modes. I'm a big believer in plan the work and work the plan, and really staying on that pace. And then we're implementing these plans through both public projects and by leveraging either private development, private projects, or existing private entities that we have. We couldn't do any of this, I should say, without strong collaboration. We work closely with the North Shore TMA. Andrea Leary's here, obviously, from that organization. We also work closely with MAPC, key thought partners providing a lot of help on these interdisciplinary skills of housing and transit and transportation and economic development. And it's great to have them at the table with us as we're really working on these issues.